Scorpio horoscope for February 2020. Welcome, dear friends. This is your monthly horoscope with the most important astrology events during February if your sun or rising sign are in Scorpio. This month will be very different because, first of all, we have Mercury turning retrograde in Pisces. There is a new moon in Pisces and amazing sextile between Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces. So the energy shifts and it's about time for reflection. It's time for reconnecting to your inner self, your inner wisdom, and most importantly, it would be an amazing time for healing and spiritually growing, achieving something internally first of all and afterwards externally. So I'm very excited honestly about, especially about the Jupiter Neptune sextile. I think that it can be truly amazing. So obviously we're going to talk about all of those events. Also Venus and Mars, your ruler, are changing signs, which will be important as well. So let's begin with the daily part and we'll discuss each of the events individually. First of all, we start with the 2nd of February, the day when Venus in your 5th house would have a positive aspect with Pluto in 3rd house. This would be a great time for dates, for going out with people, meeting someone new, and passionately working on something you love. You can have some exciting ideas, something which allows you to be more creative, to do something differently, to communicate and be more empowered when you connect to other people, to share your feelings, to express your own desires. So the aspect is very interesting, both for love, creativity, and also for communicating and sharing your ideas. Then on the 3rd of February, there is kind of a similar situation. Again, Venus in your 5th house has a connection with 3rd house, but this time Saturn is there. And this aspect can also be great for having more structure when it comes to your creative projects. Also materializing your ideas and the things you would like to achieve. When it comes to love, you might be more responsible. The people you communicate with may also be more reliable. Generally, safety and stability are very important because of this aspect. So, stability and structure. At the same time, Mercury is moving to your 5th house, which is important since Mercury will be retrograde there later during the month. And Mercury in 5th house can bring some creative ideas. When it comes to dating, you can also connect easier with other people, share ideas, and overall just concentrate more on your love life and your personal life. On the 5th of February, there is a positive aspect between Mercury in 5th house and Uranus in 7th house. Amazing aspect for love, for going on a date, for meeting someone exciting, an original person, an intelligent person probably, which can provoke you. You can learn things from him, or you may just have some nice time together. It could be also spending more time with your partner, sharing ideas, doing something exciting together, and inspiration and creative ideas. On the 6th of February, Venus moves to your 6th house. This position of Venus can allow you to enjoy more the things you are doing at work, to have more balance when it comes to love and your work. Sorry, not love, but work and business. Also, to have more successful negotiations with coworkers, with clients, and maybe sometimes just to slow things a little bit. With Venus, we need more comfort. We need more joy, not necessarily hard work and efforts. So allow yourself to enjoy the things that you are doing without pushing too hard. Then on the 9th of February, one of the important events during the month, full moon in your 10th and 4th house. The cardinal axes of your chart are triggered, which means major shifts can be happening, I don't know, or attracted. It depends on what you really want and how much you are ready to participate. Sometimes it could be life providing the changes, sometimes it could be you initiating the changes, but the major themes and areas triggered here are career and family. Can you find the balance? How can you find this balance? What do you need to change? Do you need to change something in regards to your career and business projects? How can you be in alignment with your own desires when it comes to expressing your work, being creative at your work? Those are questions that the full moon can bring you. If there is something you want to let go, maybe change your job, maybe move to another position, or just release some stuff that are no longer needed in your life, this full moon is great for those purposes. And what else do we have here? Yes, of course, this can also be a culmination. Culmination when it comes to projects you have worked on, something you have focused on when it comes to work and business. The full moon brings this peak moment or this culmination of the process. Then we go to the 16th of February, which happens to be one of the most important days. First of all, Mercury, it was something between Mars and Mercury. Let's begin with Mercury. Mercury will turn retrograde in Pisces in your 5th house. So obviously for the following weeks, actually 3 weeks, we need to be extra careful when it comes to contracts, negotiations, plans, brand new projects, purchases, and the regular stuff. But in your case, it's triggering mostly the love area, the personal life area, the creativity, the communication with your kids. Those are the major areas where you need to be extra careful. But from the positive side, first of all, you can restart old projects, something you have done in the past. And also you may heal, you may get a better, deeper understanding about why something is or isn't happening in your life. When it comes to love, romance, creativity, Mercury retro allows you to look deeper into yourself, especially in this spiritual position of Pisces. It's about feeling, it's about looking closer at yourself and your own desires. So my expectations are that this will be very enlightening and potentially very healing position, especially combined with the other events happening during the month, as we already said. On the 16th of February, also Mars changes signs, which happens to be important for you because Mars is one of the rulers of your sign. And this allows you to focus more on intellectual work, on mental activities, planning something, being more present and taking actions now. 3rd house is about the current reality, everything that surrounds you, not about the long-term goals, not about the future or the past. It's about here and now. And Mars, it's the active energy, it's the masculine energy. It means taking action right now, focusing on your ideas and implementing them, doing something about them. So it could be quite constructive if you use it wisely. Mars in 3rd house also can bring more variety, more action when it comes to traveling or learning things, communicating with others. You need to be careful, of course, because Mars sometimes can make you a little bit impatient or potentially confronting other people, but I still believe that the positives are more than the potential challenges. Then on the 18th of February, the sun moves to your fifth house. One of my favorite positions, because fifth house is absolutely amazing. Fifth house, it's about what you love, what you enjoy, what you're inspired about. It's about creativity. And with the sun there, you might enjoy more of those things. Of course, we have to keep in mind that Mercury is retrograde there, which means no brand new stuff should be started. We have to be extra careful, but it's still enjoyable. It can still be exciting. Love, romance, creativity. The next 1 month can bring you more focus on those areas. And then we get to my favorite part, this amazing aspect between Jupiter and Neptune, which happens on the 20th of February. For you guys, it will trigger third and fifth house, which first of all means more creativity, more inspiration, ideas which can be great for your future, for your growth, wisdom, internal wisdom, which you may have access to, which you can use to share with others, to help yourself, to heal yourself. Love, as we said, inspiration, creativity, it's absolutely great. For children, also, this can be a very positive aspect, a deeper connection, better connection with your children, and just feeling balanced and feeling in alignment with the universe. Jupiter and Neptune are really one of the greatest planets when they are working positively, of course. And they happen to be both ruling Pisces and Sagittarius as well. So they have something in common. They can both be very spiritual. They can be about growth from a different perspective, of course. So please use this aspect, do something meaningful, pay attention to the things that you love, learn, explore, focus on your heart and your own desires. It's a remarkable aspect, really. After that, on the 21st, Mars in third house with Uranus in seventh house, forming a positive aspect. Ideas, communication, intense connections with other people, potentially also traveling or something exciting which brings you variety. The ideas might be also very new and very original. You can meet interesting people. It might be quite surprising. It might be unexpected. And for example, friends might present you an exciting person who can potentially become your partner, or your partner may introduce you to his friends, or you may just enjoy some time socializing, connecting, sharing ideas with close people. It's still nice. On the 22nd of February, again, Uranus in seventh house, but this time with the sun in fifth house. Great aspect for love, for positive surprises in your personal life from partners. It can be both related to meeting an exciting person in your life, or if you already have a relationship, then doing something different with your partner. Finding the spark again, or feeling this excitement because you both want to do something. Be creative together, share your love, share your ideas, work on your friendships as well. It's great. For creativity, also, by the way, to be original at what you're doing, to try new things, to experiment. This aspect can bring you the needed inspiration. The 23rd is also important because that's the day we have the new moon during February, which happens to be in Pisces in your fifth house. Love, the heart, your own desires, the risks you're taking, kids, creativity, those are the major topics. And it can be kind of a new beginning. a new cycle, a new type of direction for you. We have to remember that Mercury is still retrograde there. So the first couple of weeks might be kind of tricky or strange in some way, but it's calling you to listen deeper to your heart, to what you truly want. And eventually, after Mercury goes direct, you can materialize your desires and your ideas. So for healing, this new moon is also amazing. And the other aspect on the 23rd is a challenging one between Venus in 6th house and Jupiter in your 3rd house. Be extra careful in negotiations, in communication at work, in communication with women specifically. There could be some kind of misunderstanding. It's not about real fights or, harsh arguing. It's more about lack of alignment when it comes to your desires and your goals. So you just have to work on that. The 24th, on the other side, comes with a positive aspect between Mars in 3rd house and the Sun in your 5th house. Intensive period for communication, connecting with other people, sharing ideas. For love, this is also very positive. For asking someone on a date, or doing the things that you love, doing the things that are really inspiring for you, and taking some risks. That's always important, to be brave and to take the needed risks to express yourself openly. When it comes to creativity, also you can take more action. You might be inspired to do something, so use it. This is a great combination. And the 25th, the day we have exact conjunction between Mercury retrograde and the Sun. It's all happening in Pisces again, in your 5th house again. So the focus is on love, romance, and creativity. You can be able to see things from a different perspective, more from the perspective of your inner self. What do you truly want? What do you need to change? What really makes you feel alive? For healing, for transforming something, this is also an amazing aspect. And getting easier to your internal wisdom, which is always available, but sometimes we are not seeing it. So connect with your inner self, realize what you truly want, heal things that needs to be healed, and think about the steps that you want to take and visualize your dreams overall. Then the 26th of February comes with another connection between your 3rd and 5th house, Mars and Mercury. Taking action, planning, traveling, creative ideas, implementation, taking certain risks about your ideas, meeting new people. Romantically also, it can be interesting and exciting. So just another nice aspect. And the last day we have to discuss two aspects. One of them is challenging, between Venus in 6th house and Pluto in 3rd house. And this can create some kind of unnecessary drama when it comes to your work, your way of communicating with others. You need to be extra careful with plans for traveling, with document stuff, with all kinds of information. And at work, things may not be so harmonious, so be extra careful. At the same time, when it comes to your personal life, things can be more interesting because Mercury in 5th house, Mercury retro, of course, has a positive aspect with Uranus in 7th house. This can bring more excitement into your personal life, planning something different, reassessing or discussing some past issues with your partner, with someone that you are attracted to, fixing it, solving the situations, or finding some ideas that you both want to focus on. and meeting people from your past. All of that is possible with such energy and combinations. And with that, we covered the most important events during February. Thank you so much for watching, and please let us know in the comments, what are you most excited about? How do you feel and what do you expect of this Jupiter-Neptune aspect? I am personally very happy to see it, and I cannot wait to experience the benefits. Thank you again, and I'll see you soon.